Am I centered?
You are centered and we are live. But it's okay, because look, right, when you're live, it don't really matter, okay?
Hi, friend. Hi.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Conversations with LiLi. And before I get started with anything, I want you to make sure that you stop whatever you're doing, because I know you're getting excited like I'm getting excited. Okay, I know you're wondering who this beautiful woman here is. I'll get to that in a second. Okay, I need you to share this, and I also need you to do a watch party because it's about to get live. We're gonna have some real, just grown, good talk here. You know, like we just gonna talk tonight. And I am going to introduce my special guest of the night, Shawn Polite-Bledsoe. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm good.
Oh, yes. And see, I see people are coming in. I have the Carla here. Everyone, let me know that you're here because this particular software that I'm using, I can't see when you pop in. So let me know who you are and where you're tuning in from, okay? Now, Shawn here, I met you a couple years ago in Atlanta, right?
Yes.
And you were just starting your modeling and acting career. Yes. You were still working full time.
I was still working full time, and I stepped out. Well, I retired. I retired last year.
Okay, so you didn't tell them to kiss your butt.
Well, that's pretty much what I wanted to do. Sometimes we sacrifice for the good of the family.
Hello. That's how you get to the point of that being able to retire, though,
Oh, yeah, and I planned for it, though, so that's important. I planned financially to be able to do this. So at 55, I said I was going to be out, and that's what I did. And I stepped out on faith to follow, my dream, acting and modeling. So here I am. And when I met you, I remember I was going to get some headshots for a commercial.
Yep.
You did my makeup. I was like, no, I need more makeup. You were like, no, they want to see the natural beauty. They want to see all your dimples and age marks. I was like, I need some cover up.
Exactly. Like, it's so funny when people go for like modeling and headshots, the first thing they want to do is like, all of this. And you're like, no, baby. Like, they don't want all of that. They want the real you. They want
to see all the blemishes.
Yes.
And a lot of companies, I realize now, they don't want that really made up perfect face and everything. They want people to be natural. They want us to be more of like everyday people, not, glamorous.
I woke up like this for real.
Right.
Not for Beyonce, I woke up like this. No.
I woke up just like this for real.
Yeah, like we wake up. Yeah. So listen, because I was telling you, like we talk, and we'll get to the makeup class and all of that stuff, but we talk. And we were talking the other day, and I was telling you about when it comes to makeup and stuff like that. I was like, first of all, you are gorgeous. Like, I've done your makeup. I've taught you how to do makeup. 50 plus years young, because I don't like to say old. And the thing is, you are one of those people, like, you got to be real careful because you put on a dab of powder too much and you're looking made up, So you got to know that, fine line to walk. Yeah. So that, now, so when you came in, that's how you thought. What got you?
We get used to seeing models on TV, the perfect figures, the beautiful face, and just glammed out all the time. And then, companies now, they want to see the natural, like I said, the natural blemishes. They want to see the real you through all that makeup. Because now you see all these women made up with the hair and makeup. Then when they take it off, you're like, now who are
you? Honey, when I was still managing models, people were sending me pictures in with full faces of makeup, looking like they just came off a set of Love and Hip Hop. I am not going to tell you the whole story about when I got catfished by a model, but I've been catfished.
I got catfished, and I was like, oh, wow, I didn't
Honey.
really do that.
Yeah, no, but it was really her. But it was like, oh, it's the makeup. That's why they don't want all that makeup. And the thing is, and let me be clear, because I'm not one of those people who's like pretty and ugly. No, that's not the issue of why they don't want you to have makeup on. They want to know who they're looking at. Are you the particular person that we're looking for these roles? Are you the particular person that we feel like we have for our clients that we currently serve, right? So it wasn't that the girl wasn't attractive. She just didn't look like what she presented. And we know what our clients are looking for. And that's the issue. It has nothing to do, and that's what I want people to get out of their mind, is like it has something to do with how good they look or how young or skinny or whatever. That's why one of the main reasons why I wanted you to show. Like, I wanted you to come on here, because one of the biggest things I get all the time for women is like, I want a model, but I'm too old. Girl, why do you want
So
it?
I never thought that at 55 that this would be my journey. I thought about it in my 20s, and I had a little opportunities back then, and then it just kind of happened. You kind of know that story. And so then, I've been on this path and this journey, and I just, I appreciate the people that I have met. I've met some wonderful people, very helpful and, very encouraging. You and Kyra, I met Kyra because, she did my first, helped me how to walk. I was like, oh, what I was doing still dope, but I'm learning. So,
You making it seem like honey, you slay. Don't do that. So what did get you to this journey? Like, what made you, like, did you always want to do that? Is it?
Well, it was like I said, I did it in my 20s. And just, I wasn't very confident in 20s and 30s. As you're growing up, people tell you, oh, you got to look. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't, you don't have enough confidence in yourself. So I kind of gave it up. But probably about 2 years ago, I've had, a friend was saying, hey, you need to come, you need to take some photos, you really need to do this. And I was like, oh, okay. So, I went, and the photographer was just really nice. John Taylor was my first photographer. And he said that, hey, the camera loves you. Let's take some more pictures. So I took some more pictures, and I submitted one, the first one he took, to a online magazine, and they selected me to rep the state of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And so that kind of set me on my path. And then I've been trying to go full force ever since then. And I've had really good opportunities, and, with acting and modeling. So,
because somebody might have spotted you in a commercial or two recently.
Oh, yeah. I've actually, I was in a commercial, and it's still running. I mean, you got to watch, like, it comes on during the judge shows and in the morning. But
well, people watching the judge shows because they still coming on.
Yeah, they're still coming. People got time. Everybody's got time to sit and watch your favorite shows and binge on different movies and things like that. I've been doing it, but I've been trying to exercise too, because it's easy to sit on that sofa and just let the day go by. So I've been trying to, keep myself motivated and do things, because it's easy to sit on the sofa and eat some chips, because I'm good at that.
Yeah, it is. It is easy to do that. So that's awesome that you mentioned that, because this is one of those periods right now where a lot of us, most of us, are just stripped down to like bare, right? And what I mean by that, a lot of people, I feel like, get lost in their titles of who they are. I'm a model, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm the whatever. Who is Shawn?
I don't really tell people that I model or I act. That I don't know. I'm kind of I don't know, shy, I guess. I wouldn't say shy because I talk a lot. I never meet a stranger. I just don't broadcast that, I guess, you know. But the people that know me, who am I? I'm a very passionate, very sincere, very genuine person. I love people. I love I love to watch and observe people. I love that. I just like to see how people interact with each other. So I'm very observant of things that other people notice. I'm like, you know, see how people react. I mean, that's probably being in management. I've been in management for all my life. So
Wow.
when I'm tired, I still kind of find myself like watching people and observing how they interact with each other, and you
I
know,
love human behavior.
yeah, the
I'm
whole
obsessed with it.
and that whole, I think I'm really good at judge a character, so I just like to talk to people and just, but I am married with a stepdaughter, two dogs. Love my dogs, love my people, love my dogs, and
Yes.
I'm just on this journey, just trying to make things happen and enjoying life. Retirement is good. I mean, if you can ever get to the point where you can retire, and because working every day for and don't not finding your passion can it can be very depressing.
You know, it's funny that you said it because I feel it's crazy. I work more than average person, but I feel like I'm retired because I'm doing my passion.
Yeah, you work.
I work a lot.
You work a lot
Yeah,
every day from the time you get up.
I do. But I love it. I love it so much. You know, especially right now. Like, with everything that's going on right now, it's like, whatever it is that's going to make you feel happy and give you that place of peace,
Mhm.
you know, that's what it's all about,
It, it is finding that passion. What's his name? Nipsey Russell said something. No, Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle said something. He said it was something like, if you don't find your passion, then you're wasting your breath. Something very similar to that. Because to me, we go through life and it's so short. And I realized that after my mom's death in 2013, and that you start evaluating your life, what's important to you, your family, your friends. And you realize, and I think what we're going through now, we all realize that money's not everything. It is family and having that sense of security. So, I tell people this opportunity now to really try to work on finding what you like, your passion, and really
yeah.
just going all out, because a lot of people have lost jobs. They don't have, people are struggling, and
Man,
you
people
know
are either struggling or making out like a fat rat right about now.
oh yeah, there's some of those that are making out like fat rats, but but it's just, I don't know. I'm
Yeah. So for you, what is your passion? Do you know your passion?
That's a good question, because I am enjoying what I'm doing. And they say if it's a passion and you wake up and you dream about it, you think about it, and it does, and I love doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so during this time, I've been taking free online courses,
Okay.
just listening to different seminars. Did my virtual makeup so I could do my makeup.
So how was that for you? How was doing the virtual makeup class with me? Because
You
I
know,
know you were nervous.
I was nervous because I dip and dabble in makeup, but I'm not like this full, like the full face and and going out and giving it to you type of. I don't do that. So
Yeah.
so going through the virtual makeup, it was so fun because I like the fact that one, it was comfortable just talking to you and laughing, but just going through the process and understanding. Don't quiz me. Don't.
I'm not gonna quiz you right now. I'm gonna put you on the spot. See, I ain't gonna do that because look, putting you on the spot and be putting me on the spot. They be like, I thought you told her something now. I
You
thought you told her
did.
something.
You did teach me, but
But what is the biggest thing I taught you is that you're going to have to keep doing it.
and I did. You see these eyes? You told me to play around with it.
Right.
With the
Right.
eyeshadow. I
Because I
did.
see the black. I see you wasn't afraid of the black. I look, that was the first thing I
I don't
peeped.
know
I
what
was
the
like,
eye.
yes,
I was
baby.
like, let me try to see if I can do some kind of smoky eye. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
At first I was looking. I was like, okay, make sure I don't look like I got some black eyes or something.
It's scary, right?
It was fun.
The highlighting is scary because you're like, why am I putting this light color on my face?
Yes. I was like, oh, I'm gonna look all pale. You were like, no, just just work with, just follow me, and I'm gonna have you looking gorgeous. And when I was doing it, because I've done it like maybe 3 times since you and I did the first one, just
Okay.
with it. So the first day, I'm telling you, I did pretty good, but I forgot so many steps. I was like, oh, I forgot to put the contour right here. So, I was just trying to work with it. And it turned out really nice.
See?
Yeah, and then the second time, my sister was like, I want you to do one with me. I was like, okay. So I did one with her. She said it turned out nice. I don't know. But
that's gotta be fun though.
Yeah, it was. We taught, but we don't, we didn't do a lot of FaceTime, all that. We got to get on FaceTime so we could, and see each other. And we did a little one, like, it was nice.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It became a big old bonding experience.
Yeah. It was fun.
So I know, it did kind of feel like a sip and paint type of situation.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
And you know what? I know you probably want to grab that brush out of my head a couple of times.
Let me tell you though, that was my challenge, and that was what I was nervous about. Okay. Oh, yeah. Because I'm used to, I pride myself in being hands-on. I actually don't like to teach more than 4 people at a time in a group because I'm so hands-on. And I'm hands-on, meaning I'm gonna snatch the brush out your hand. Yeah. And so it was like a challenge for me to learn how to use my vocabulary to direct you in the way you needed to go. But I'm always up for a challenge. So I liked it.
You did well because I understood, and you were telling about the contouring and the highlighting and and I was like, oh, that's what they call that. And that's why they put it right here and right there and here and here. And I was like, okay. And
because you hear all these things and you don't know why.
No, I see women looking gorgeous. I'm like, how do they do that? But hey, I know now. So I'm going to start playing with it, like you said. And the scariest part to me, was that blush. I was like, I don't want to blush. I never wear blush. And then,
be scary.
Yeah.
For good reason.
Right.
Because you had a blush mishap during the class.
I made it look like a big bruise.
But guess what? Mama fixed it and brought it back together.
You did? You were like, okay, don't worry about it. We can fix that.
Take it.
You did a great job after that, Well, you saw the photo. I sent you the photo afterwards, and I sent it to a couple of friends. They're like, oh, wow, you did that? I was like, yeah. I did that
right now.
Did that with some help.
But see, like, oh my God. And I meant to tell you, since I sent you that screenshot the other day, like that picture from your class is like one of my most like pictures on my Instagram, like all this year. So like, yeah, that's amazing.
You did a great job. You were able to teach me how to do some makeup. And then when I went down, right, my husband, he likes me either way, but I don't wear a lot of makeup. And he was like, oh, you did makeup. I was like, yeah, I had a makeover. And then we went to I didn't have anywhere to go. We were going to go to my daughter's house because, virtual, what is social distancing?
Social distancing, yeah. But
she hadn't been anywhere. We hadn't been anywhere. So, okay. So, yeah, I'm starting to like the makeup thing.
Oh, I already know you was going to be addicted. When you told me you had already started playing in it, Teresa Phillips said, yes, gorgeous. Hey, Teresa. And when you told me you had already started playing with it like the next day, I said, oh, she's one of those. I already know what I'm dealing with because I've been doing this so long. If I come back to you, like if I get a picture from you or a text from a person the following day and they said that they were practicing, I already know they're going to be everything.
So I did. I was like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and play this. So I did it, like I said, like 3 times. I did it by myself like the next day. Then maybe a day after I did it with my sister. And then I did it today. And I've been loving it. I just got to get more colors, like more lipstick color. And so I asked my stepdaughter, I said, you have any lipsticks? Can I get some lipstick? She goes, she's got like, I'm telling you, like 50 different shades of lipstick. She's like, no, those are lipsticks. No, no, I can't give away my lipsticks. She goes, even though I don't wear some of them, but when I want you need to have them available. I'm like, ooh, they really they into this lipstick.
Okay, listen, honey, you will be the same way. You can be the same way. I'm telling you. I done created a monster and I love it.
The next time I go over there, I'm gonna take one and see if she remembers. If she misses.
Because somebody got you. I remember somebody got you, and we were trying to do the class.
Yes, my niece. I think somebody got my brushes, and I don't really use them. But I'm like, where's my brush? I know I have these brushes.
Okay. She knew you wasn't using them. And then, what I was saying to you, like when we started the class, well, since I've done your makeup before, I already knew you had nice skin. And it's skincare that's the foundation of it, you know? And you was like, you know what? I got to blame my mama for that, you know? So I was like, yeah, I have to blame my mama too.
Good genes really help. So, you know.
Yes. So what was your relationship with your mother like? Because you skipped me, if I'm reading you correctly, you give me somebody who was raised from somebody who was just like really open-minded, almost like a hippie, whether they call themselves a hippie or not. Kind of.
Are you reading this? Yeah, you read. You are right. My mom.
I told you I am obsessed with human behavior. Obsessed with it. Listen, I think I missed my calling as one of those forensic files. Because, you know, I watch a lot of ID channel. And in my head, I am a detective. You know, so yeah. Just in case they need me. But that's what you give me. Is that true?
Oh yeah. My mom was very, very, very outgoing. She was very. She didn't care. People thought about her. She wore what she wanted to wear. She would wear colors, patterns, whatever. I said she was a diva. Diva was diva, but she was. And my mom just loved people, and I think I have a lot of that from my mom. You know, one, it didn't matter who you were. She was not judging. She didn't, you know, when you walked in that house, you were family, and that's, you know, that's just how I'm. Let's say all my family's like that. If you're a friend of mine, you're a friend of theirs. So it was, my mom was very, 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 very eccentric. Loved jewelry. Everybody at North is called Miss T because she
was she a Pisces?
Was she what?
A Pisces?
February 28th. What's that? Ooh, I'm so
Pisces. Oh my God.
yeah, she was. See, are you a Pisces?
I am.
Oh, no wonder why. Yeah, y'all. Oh, my mom would have loved you. She would have loved you. Oh my God. Because she just when she see people just dressed like themselves. She would go up to them like, I love that.
I'm that person.
And people that just would, I mean, like if you were just yourself, I mean, dressed however you wanted to dress, wearing she was like loving it. She wore rings on every finger.
Yes.
Necklaces, earrings.
Yes.
She was a hippie in her, I guess, in her day, because at her age, she was still trying to wear stacked shoes and heels. We was like, Mama, get out of.
Oh, I tell everybody, if I'm 90 years old and can't walk, I'm gonna be in my wheelchair with 6-inch heels. Don't play.
Heels on.
Okay. Juancia says she's beautiful and had the best teacher in the world. Oh, thank you. I gotta have her on here too. I gotta have Juancia on here. Betty says, two beautiful people. Hey, Betty. I'm gonna watch your live later, boo. I told her I warned her I'd be running. I was gonna say, oh, I totally get her. Like when you were describing her, I said she sound like a Pisces. Because we're like that. I feel like Pisces, most of us are aliens. Some of us get it. And the one.
Oh no, did we get cut off? Are we cut off? What's going on? Can you hear me? I can't. You're stuck. Is something wrong? Well, I don't know why I'm in here by myself. Okay. Sit tight. Trying to get this together. But thank you all so much for joining. I don't know what to say or what to do, but if you have questions, put them down in the link so that LiLi can answer them for you. She doesn't know what happened, so I'm just staying in here, I guess, keeping live with y'all, just holding it down. Holding it down. I appreciate everybody joining us. Just give us a moment and she will be right back. And then we're going to talk some more about life. We're going to talk some more about fashion, acting, modeling. Calling me on the other line. Hi, what's going on? I'm still live on your page. I'm still live on your page, huh? Do you need me to sign out? I'm still live on your page.
Yeah, because I don't even know.
So how do I hang up? Okay. You want me to leave it?
Yeah, hold on one second. Is it still
it's still showing live, so I need to go ahead and leave out of your page.
So it's still live?
Yeah, it's still live.
Okay, God, and it's not, because my computer, all I know what it is, my battery went down. I thought it was plugged in.
Oh, battery shortage. Give us a minute, and thank you so much for coming. We will be back live in a moment. You want me to hang up, or do you want me to stay? Y'all stay with us.
Yeah, tell them to stay with us.
Stay with us. We'll be back on. And we're going to be talking shortly about life, love, fashion, modeling, just life in general, about things, maybe what you're going through. We're going through some of the exact same things. I know it's tough being social distancing, but during this time, it gives us opportunity to still connect with each other via Facebook Live or Zoom calls or whatever we need to do to stay connected. I know it's tough. I've been kind of hibernating. Been having conversation with friends throughout the day about how they've been doing. And family is so important. I've reached out to a couple of people that I know that are single and home alone. If you have friends that are home alone, reach out to them. Just let them know that you're thinking about them. Send them some virtual hugs. But it's just important because during this time when you're alone, you have time to really think about your life. But also it can be very depressing for people because you can be isolated for so long and you just start to get depressed. So find some things that can bring you joy. What I say is, if you like to write, then pick up some pick up some LiLi's almost back, y'all. So I'm just kind of going through some tips that I've had learned since I've been this social distancing. I'm fortunate enough to be married and have my husband here with me. And I know at times we probably trying to kill each other because we're tired of each other. So he'll go in one room, I'll go in the other room, and then we'll kind of get back together. But sometimes, that can be challenging when you see someone every day, when you're used to going out and interacting with other people and working. So I'm really, the people that are currently single and living alone, reach out to them. Let them know that you're thinking about them. And and just, hi, are you back? But I'm still only showing me live.
Honey, she tried it. Miss Mac tried it, honey. But you know what? I don't listen. I just don't feel like taking no accountability real quick. I don't want to tell y'all that I forgot to plug this in. I thought it was charged up.
I'm like, oh, you know what? Yeah, that's important. Because
and look, so I got some I see some comments. They were going in. They said they hear you. They said they heard you. And someone was saying I froze. Oh, Betty said Shawn gets to do the live by herself. And then Wansia said that you the star today. I love it. See, that's what I'm talking about. She had it down.
Y'all go and follow me on my Facebook page or follow me on IG. I'm silver_glam1. So, I'm trying to get my followings up. I'm not, it's so funny about this whole follow thing. Oh my gosh.
Let's talk about that. Talk about your frustration. Let's talk about that.
I know, I work for a telecommunication company, so I knew about phones and stuff, but I didn't get on this IG and this Facebook. And I remember my niece was like, "You got to get on IG because you got to build your following." I'm like, "Following? What is that?" So I was getting like trying to get. She's like, trying to post. You got to post. I'm like, I don't know nothing about posting. So I started getting some following, and then what I noticed is you follow them and people unfollow you. I was like, told my niece, I said, why are they doing that? She said, girl, they do that all the time, Auntie Shawn. I said, well, they better not be doing it to me because they're going to follow me.
Oh, no, you're taking it personal.
Follow me, and then you unfollow me when I follow you. I don't like that.
That's called the follow, unfollow. That's what that's called.
Yeah, so I realized I didn't know that. And so I started getting like all these requests for me to follow these people. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. I'm getting these people following. I want me to follow them. I'm going to follow them. Don't follow me. Oh, no, reality, right? But I try not to get caught up in all that because to me, I'm like, I'm just being organic. I'm just going to be myself. I'm going to put things out there that I feel that, best represents myself. And then if I get the following, I do. If I don't, then that just was not God's will. I mean, I figure, because, I talked to you about positive affirmation, right? And I really know that what you put out there is what you will get in return.
I'm a firm believer of that.
Yes, I am a true believer in
and of manifestation. I'm a firm believer of manifestation. I had a conversation with a friend last night. I said, baby, once you learn the power of manifestation, your entire life will change.
It does. It does. For the positive, and I believe vision boards, and I'll make a vision board, but I call it focus boards, because once you put that vision out there, you need to focus. At this point now, focus board.
Yes,
you're right. You need to start letting those things start happening for you, and start focusing and keeping those in the back of your mind so that it can start coming to reality, right?
Yes, and you put the action forth, like like you expect for it to happen. No matter what roadblocks happen, you know that the end goal is going to happen regardless.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that is like the thing when it comes to social media and building your following. You have to be organic. You are not going to build a following of any type of use not being yourself.
Yeah, I see a lot of that. And remember we were talking earlier about when they take off the wigs and the makeup, who are you? Who are you? All of them. When and I'm just like, I can only be real. Everyone that knows, when you asked me earlier, who am I am real. I got that from my mom. This is me. Accept me for who I am. Ooh, I just saw my nails. Ooh.
Listen, everybody's under quarantine. Not everybody knows how to do their own nails. So nobody is judging you.
You can teach me how to do nails. That's another. This is bad.
Gotta be the next one. We just do we're gonna do we can just do I can show you some little tricks. I can show you some get by at home tricks.
Yeah.
I got a whole nail shop in there messing around with quarantine.
Well, that's good. That's good.
It called. It costs. Marcia says she does affirmations every day, and she has them on her mirror. My life coach / mentor started me off with that, because you wouldn't be able to tell now, but I started off with a very low self-esteem when I started my whole journey 12 years ago.
And that reminds me, remember I said you need to write a book. Your life is a very good story. And you know what? When I had that conversation with you, and I was like, you need to write a book. You said, thank you for reminding me, because several people have said that. And you know what I like? I like the fact that after we had that conversation, you went right at it and you did it.
Because I knew that conversation
happened
I
for
knew you were being obedient to the spirit because you didn't know you were confirming things. And for me, I work in threes. God talks to me in threes. Even when it came to moving here to New York, like how I got up and left Atlanta with one suitcase with nowhere, well, I'm not gonna say nowhere to live. I had my grandma's house to go to, but no clients, one suitcase, leaving this nice life that I built in Atlanta behind, and just like literally, I was like, either my faith is insane or I'm insane, right? But it was through threes, right? And so you were doing the same thing. You were the third clear message. I get it a lot, but it was like 3 times in 1 week. I was like,
that was God's way of telling you need to move on this.
that was it. I couldn't fight it. And the thing is, I already had a prospect on the table. And so all I did was when we got off the phone, I just reached out to them and said, I'm ready.
Ready. Yes. Yes.
And I have an October release date. It's a part of an anthology, like not an anthology, but like it's a collective.
Yeah, because I told you I just did mine. My actual release date is May 10th, Mother's Day. So that my whole story is about my experience of dealing with my mom's death, and then how that has put me on the path that I am today. So,
well, talk to me a little bit about that, because I feel like that'll give myself and the people who are watching. And before I go, Renee says she taking your side. Renee,
what'd she say?
She said, I'm an author and I agree with her. Write the book. And she got these in caps. She done put caps.
That's right. Sometimes you need, and I have another friend that I was talking to him. I was like, you know what? Write the book. And he's on the way. He's taken those steps to write. I said, because he's such a very intelligent young man. Young man, we're the same age, but I still consider myself young. But so he started writing a journal and started writing everything down, and is on his way to write his book because he's a great mentor to young men. I mean, I think he has a story to help young people when they're going through trying to find themselves and trying to identify who they are in this world. He has a great story to share, and he's like, you know what? I just thank you for telling me that, because you have now confirmed that I need to do it. And he's on his way doing it as well. So for you kind of leave a legacy, when you write a book, it's here forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the scary part. But no, you're right. You're right. I mean, I look at it like this, even with, I'm on social media every day. I'm leaving a legacy. Like this stuff, once I push send, that's it. I can't take it back.
Oh, Lord, you gonna edit some of this out?
No, nope. It is what it is. That's why I say it's live. I want it to be real. I want it to be organic. I want it to be as it is. That's the one thing I have come to my life. I've come to a place in my life of just being okay with just things as it is. Like, I watch a lot of live broadcasts and stuff like that.
I wish you could have tagged me in this.
I wish I could. I wish this had some type of way, because I want your people to be able to come on as well, like doing the live broadcast. But I'm gonna keep playing around with this, and we'll figure out how to get it that way. I want to get to like when you got to the place of, oh no, you can go on and do a watch party right now with your people on your phone.
How do I do? Oh, Lord.
So go on your go to your phone, go to your Facebook.
Yeah.
And then and everybody else who's watching, make sure you do a watch party. And just go to my page from your Facebook.
Watch party.
Yep, and start
there.
Boom.
Booyah.
So I want to know the relationship with your mom, her final days, and how that transformed you, because that does something to a person.
You know how it first of all, we were not prepared for my mom's death. My mother was a ball of energy till the day she, up until a week till she passed away. She was ill, and we didn't know she was ill because she was still being herself, or energetic self. But anyway, long story short, we found out a month from the day that she passed that she had stage 4 cancer. And so it kind of took me in a space that I never thought that I would be in. You know, you kind of go through the grieving process and you can go through depression. And I kind of went there and it was like, I had to have conversation with myself. You kind of evaluate your life at that point. What's important to me? You just lost someone that was meant so much to you. And then what else, I mean, what else is there, So you just kind of start evaluating your life, where you are, what you want to do. And that's what I did. And I made some serious decisions in my life about leaving corporate America, going out on my own path, being an entrepreneur, just doing things that I felt were to the best to make me a better person, for one, and things that I knew that would make me happy because life is so short. And then when you lose someone, that's when you realize, this is not a game. Y'all need to step up your game and really start doing the things that you enjoy in your life. And just, corporate America turns us into someone that, or turned me into someone that I didn't think that I would be. I wasn't happy with what I was doing in my life. I just, so I had to make some changes. And as I made those changes, I started to become more in tune with who I was and start making changes that I knew were going to make me happy. And one thing that I've learned as well is the people that you associate with, those are people that make you who you are. So some of those negative energy and negative forces got to be taken out of your life.
Honey, they got to go.
And I used to work with her. I see her on my face. Hi.
Your people joining in.
Yeah. A lot of people popping in, but I haven't seen in so long. And I see you, Phyllis. God, I haven't seen her. She's talking about there's people that, this is amazing how Facebook pulls you together with people you haven't seen in or heard from in years. And as you start, having these relationships with people that you lose contact with, and Facebook kind of pulls you back into a relationship with them, and you kind of start learning about their life from Facebook, even though I don't put a lot out there about me and my life. Yeah. But it's nice to see, when you start seeing friends that you haven't seen or heard from in years on Facebook. And
you start getting new ones as well.
Yeah.
That's the beauty. I've developed some of the best relationships because of social media. Social media, from what I've learned, is what you make it. It's what you make of it. It's about what you would say. It's the extension of what you said about like who's in your circle. Because I had to look at my timeline at one point. At one point, when I first got on Facebook, I thought it was about like just getting friends. It's just like in real life, it's equality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't just want everybody. I don't want to be,
Friend Stephanie Smith, I had to give her a shout out. She always shouts me out when she's on live. But yeah.
Betty said even some of the people you wish would have stayed away, they come to you. You're right, they do come to you when you get social media.
Right. So it's kind of like I'm enjoying this conversation though. It kind of, feels like you're right here in the room with me. And I see people chiming in and joining us, and it makes me feel good. It makes you feel good when you have people that have your genuine interest in mind and really care about you and are there for you to help you through some tough times, some good times, and help me along my journey. I have people call me, hey, Shawn, here's something, go look at it. And I'm like, oh, thank you. So it's really good to have friends and people that care. There's my husband. Hey, he just chimed in. Hey, Paul.
You have I can imagine you got some like really good people in your life that really like gravitate towards you.
Hi, Teresa. She just
Teresa here too.
But I have two friends, Teresa. This is Teresa Harrison.
Oh.
But yeah, I it's to me it's so important of what your inner circle looks like, because those are the people that help keep you grounded. And to me, sometimes we can all go off on the deep end on certain friends. People can pull you back in and kind of keep you focused and keep you on the straight and narrow and say, hey, don't let this go. This too shall pass. We've all been having those times in our life. So it's important. It's important to have a good circle of friends, good family around you. That positive energy, I always talk to you about that positive energy. It's important. And I work off that. And I think I told you, I work off people's energy and their spirit. You can, people have bad spirit. Sometimes you can feel that, and those people need to go.
Yeah, honey, you could go on somewhere else. I don't deal with negative energy at all. Teresa Phillips.
Oh, Erica Reed. Hey.
Did you catch? Did she said she's your friend too, Teresa Phillips?
I got two friends. Teresa Phillips, yeah, she's my
That's
friend.
so funny because that was who was at the beginning. So we both friends with Teresa.
Oh, okay.
So I want to get back to positive affirmation. I don't want to skim over that. That's a big one.
That's a
big one for me. And I'm trying to figure out how to go into this without, because I know I can go a little too deep. You and I, we have some really deep conversations. Like,
yeah, we do. Sometimes we don't.
Yeah, they deep. Like, I know I can go deep, and everybody ain't ready for that deep. But what I will say is, for positive affirmations, it is super important, especially at a time like this. What do you feel like you're getting out of this? Like, what is it? Because I don't believe in just dead space and dead time. I believe that everything, I can make something out of everything. Even when I was in prison, in the hole by myself for 2 months in solitary, I knew there was something that I needed to get out of. While people was next door to me going crazy and banging on the walls, like literally losing their minds, I said, well, that's a choice that I don't want to choose, or I can choose something else. And I left out of that experience a whole nother person. So how do you feel like you're going to leave out of this experience a different person? What are you getting from this?
Well, I don't think I'm probably any different than anyone else. I would say that this experience, being socially distanced from people, it's going to make you appreciate your friends and your family more. It's going to make you appreciate a stranger on the street even more, because I think we were moving so fast in this world. We were moving so fast, overlooking some of the things that we should have really been focusing more on. And to me, that is caring for our neighbors and our friends, and doing things that are meaningful. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we all got, I mean, and we're all guilty, got caught up in this fast motion of being successful with the money. And now the money and the greed, I think, has got us where we are today. So we have to step back and just start appreciating people and appreciating the things that we have, and not looking at everything at a monetary value, putting a monetary value on it, and just enjoying our life. So what I think that personally, that I know, for everyone that knows me know that I'm a very giving and caring person. But I feel like what has changed me, I think I will be more in tune with how people are feeling, I think. And I think that's what America will be more in tune with each other. I think it may help with people just starting to love each other, and just get rid of all that anger and hate that's out there, and just start, embracing people. I don't know.
It's so unnecessary. Like,
Yeah.
it's so unnecessary. Like, I don't get it. There's not anything in me that understands all of that. I mean, I'm not going to say anything in me that doesn't understand it. Actually, I do understand it. And that's what keeps me from going there with them, is by understanding where they're coming from. And I mean, it's just that saying that hurt people hurt people, But this has really humbled a lot of people.
It has. It has.
And I definitely could agree with you, because even with like myself, like, everything was just, I mean, I moved fast. Like, I've been in this apartment very fast. I've been in this apartment for a year this month, this particular apartment. And I never sat in it for a whole 24 hours until the lockdown.
So it gives you time to sit and be still. Be still. So what I found as well is I've been doing a lot more meditating. You know,
Yep.
taking time to just sit and clear your mind. And I tell people really try to find a way to learn. You just start gradually, just learn to sit and be still and meditate. You can work your way
Prayer and
5,
meditation.
10 minutes, but yes, that meditation, it really works because, we go through so many stresses during the day. Taking that time to kind of, yeah, to unwind, to decompose everything that you've taken in from the day. And you know what I've noticed? I don't know if you've noticed this, but since we've all have been social distancing inside, it's quiet. When you listen outside, you can actually hear the birds chirping. You can actually smell the air. It's just like it's so peaceful. And I think we have to get to a peaceful place in our minds and stop allowing all this because we have that white noise out there, right? Distracting us from there. A lot
Yep.
of noise, a lot of noise. And just
It
learn.
is. Um, I'm a firm believer of prayer and meditation. So I'm super glad that you brought that up. What are some of your core spiritual beliefs? Without getting into religion, your core spiritual beliefs.
I'm a spiritual person. And I just believe that, like I said, I work off a lot of people off their energy, and my thing is just, you get love when where you give love. And my friends and family all know that if you're in my circle, I love you. I'm not afraid to say I love you. You mean a lot to me. And I just think that's what God is, right? It's about loving your fellow friends and family. And so to me, I just, it's the spiritual place that you find yourself, um, is all about where you want to be. What where you want to what spiritual self are you putting out there to people? Because you have some people say they're Christians, but are they really Christians by how they treat people, by how they carry themselves? So
Well, we
right?
show what we believe in our actions.
Yes.
And I believe that this situation has shown a lot of people what they believe. I've even had to have those situations too, where it's like when the rubber meets the road, all that good stuff I've been saying, yeah, it's time to put that to the test. You've been telling them good people some good stuff.
People
It's
compare.
time to tell them, you really believe that?
Yeah, you gotta. Yes.
And that's what I always tell myself when the rubber meets the road. Like for instance, like I like with fear, you know um you'll
Yeah.
have people saying that they'll preach to you, God doesn't give us the spirit of fear,
We
but
all fearful or some way or the other about something.
something like that, and the thing is, it's like, okay, well, then a situation like this gives you an opportunity to practice that belief. That that's what you say you believe. Then I'm gonna need you to show yourself, not me, that you believe it, right? And
Mhm.
that's what spirituality is really about. It's about me saying I believe X, Y, Z, and my actions matching up to X, Y, Z, right? And that's why I
Your Christian beliefs need to match your actions.
or whatever beliefs it is. I
Whatever.
don't care what your belief is. If you whatever, because that's what integrity is.
Yes.
If you say you believe, then your actions. You're not supposed to hold everybody else to your belief standards. It's you're the one saying you believe that. I ain't say that. Don't put that on me.
They like my mom used to say what you mean and mean what you say.
That's right. I love people who say what they mean and mean what they say. Those are my favorite type of people. Like it'll come out and sometimes it'll hit you like, you know, but you like, at least I ain't got to sit there and worry about and wonder what they thinking about me or what they think. And like they don't put it out there. They done moved on. child, they don't move on to a new moment, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is, you know, it's been a journey throughout this. It's been like a little over a month that we've been in quarantine. And for me, it's been an up and down journey. For the most part, I've been in really good spirits, but I have had my moments.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are moments. I believe that you can go there, but you can't stay there.
No.
You know?
And you know, that's the way we this too. We're not going to always be in this space where we are now. We're not going to always be here. So we have to prepare ourselves, you know. And we're going to have a new normal. We know that. I just hope that at some point we can get back to a normal that we're all comfortable with. But in the meantime, we have to really start, you know, doing some self-evaluation, you know.
Yes, we do. And I see we're winding up on time, so I want to bring it back to you writing. Where are you at in your writing process? And
I finished, like you were saying, I'm part of a anthology, so it's finished. The book actually comes out. It launches May 10th on Mother's Day because it deals a lot with the, you know, losing someone special in your life, and some of the trials and challenges that people went through dealing with a death in their family. So I'm excited about it. My chapter is called These Three Words.
oh,
And
I love it.
so, which I love you, these three words. So that's why I said that the title of my book, These Three Words. Um, so it kind of gives a glimpse of my life and things that I've went through. And um, I've only had one person read it, so none of my friends know what's in it. You know,
Well,
they around, so they kind of know.
I want you to put me down for a pre-order. So make sure I get the information as soon as it's available so that I can pre-order it. I have a very close friend who just lost someone very close. I'm gonna leave it at that because it's not my place to tell anybody's business. But I would like to purchase that for that particular person. Um, so yeah, that's awesome. Put me down. Make sure I'm like, and I want my copy signed.
Oh, you know I'm going to sign it. And anybody that gets a pre-order or anyone that does buy a book for me, I will sign it. You know, so I think that's special because, you know, the book, it's special to me. So I think signing it and giving it to someone because they took the opportunity to support me, I will definitely sign it. And, you know, whatever I put in there, well, you know, it'll come from the heart.
Yes. You know what? You've supported me. We've supported each other. Listen, speaking of support, for our children's story last year, for our annual inclusion fashion show, and the inclusion fashion show, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm an advisor for our children's story, and that is an organization that helps families that are caring for loved ones with special needs. I've been an advisor since 2016. I love it. I believe in everything inclusion. And so because of that, like I said, we got to practice what we believe. So every year I'm a part of partner YB Limited Partners with Our Children's Story to put on the inclusion fashion show where we have children and adults with special needs and typical models going down the runway. You know, they go through hair, they go through makeup, they go through wardrobe. Just there's no separation, right? And we've had it in different cities in different states. And the last one we had was in South Carolina, in Columbia, South Carolina. And Shawn drove all the way from Atlanta and volunteered to model in the inclusion fashion show. And I will never forget that. Like, that is one of those putting your money where your mouth is type of moments. Like, it was just like, you got the information. You didn't even make a big deal out of it. I just looked up and you were there. And I'm like, wow, you know.
Right. And you know, I was alone.
What? It was pouring down in.
I'm coming to support you. You know, that reminds me. So I was watching Jamal Hill on one of my friends' page, Alan Brooks on his Instagram. So anyway, Jamal Hill said, those that he goes, those that you grind with will be those that you shine with. And I was like, oh, I love that.
Yes.
Those that are people that are with you now during the hard times when you try to make it and you starting building your team, those are the people that will be around when you shine. Those people when you were grinding and didn't have time for you.
I'm gonna tell you, I got a saying that I've been saying for years. When you're like grinding and you're starting out and you're building something, it's similar to trying to push a train. Like when I first got into business for myself, I felt like I was literally trying to push a freight train by myself.
Yeah.
And you have people walking like, "Oh, child, this you see her trying to push that train by." Oh, girl, but then you every now and then you get somebody who step aside and they help push, and y'all both, and then somebody else, and next you know that train starts to move and that train starts to gain momentum. When the train start moving, that's when everybody want to jump on the moving train. So everybody want to be on the moving train, but don't nobody want to help that train move, So you always make sure you take good care of those people who help that train get in motion and stay in motion, not just ride, not the ones that's just hopping on for a ride.
Just hold no ride with you, not helping you, not helping you oil change, not helping you keep.
Where would you open the oil change? Well, we need some gas. We need some cool.
Gas running out. They ain't got no money to put in. They just jumping in the car.
What was you at? Like, girl. So yeah, I always look at it, I think of it like that. Shout out to Betty Irwin. She was at the Inclusive Fashion Show. That was her jewelry you wore.
Yes, I wore her jewelry in the fashion show. So
I love her.
Shout out to Betty Irwin. Oh, I love her spirit.
I've been watching her. I've been watching her push her train, and it's moving. And I am just super proud of her.
Yes.
As I am of you. I want you to tell people again how to follow, how to find you on social media, so that now they can be your new friend.
I can have new friends.
Yes.
On IG, I am silver_glam1. And on Facebook, I'm Shawn Polite-Bledsoe. So, yeah, it's always good to have good friends with positive energy, willing to support you and be there for you. Oh, there's my friend Kim Bates. I haven't seen her.
Oh, we got some good people on my page, child. I love my Facebook friends and followers and stuff. Like, I love them. They're solid. Like, energy galore. Like, the messages I get from these people.
It's always good when you have friends. Like I said, Facebook helps keep you connected. Like, I knew Kim when we were like, I was 11 or 12. My dad was in the Air Force, and we just kind of stayed in touch. And there she is. So it's just always nice to find out how people are doing, and just, especially when they're doing well and they can share some feel-good stories with you. I love feel-good stories, and just hope everyone is just doing well out there. I know it's tough, but we make it through it, and we will make it through it, and we're gonna come back through this stronger and better, right? It's like,
oh, you better believe it. You better believe it. That's just how I think. I don't think negative, no, because I don't want to attract those negative experiences to me, So I want to thank you for joining me.
Having me. Appreciate it. I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do this again. We're going to definitely do this again. And for anyone who's watching, make sure you share this. Make sure you do a watch party. And also make sure you follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube at YB Limited. That's the letter.
Yeah, get your virtual makeup.
Oh, yeah, you got to get your virtual makeup classes done by me, because Shawn clearly took it. And this is, listen, one makeup class, that's what she's looking like. And it was virtual, so it wasn't like we could cheat and I can do a little, she had to do it all by herself. And what I love, like, I like to give people permission to make mistakes, because you're usually afraid of making mistakes, and that's what prevents you from learning is fear. So it's just makeup. Fix it. That's it. It's just makeup. Fix it. So I like when they make mistakes in class. That's my favorite part. So yeah, get your makeup class done by me, and you can find me at YB Limited. That's the letter Y, the letter B, the word limited. Because what I always ask people to do is always remind yourself to ask yourself, YB Lendl. And I love you all. Mwah!
Appreciate
and I'm still trying to learn how to turn this bad boy on. Here we go. Here we go.
Have a good one.